Hey folks, welcome back. This is Dakota Guy here for another Let's Play. Today we are going to play Gnomoria. Now, Gnomoria is basically a city, colony, fortress building sort of game. I would definitely call it a Dwarf Fortress Lite, but it has a little better graphics. Of course, Dwarf Fortress, the king of the fortress building, uses ANSI graphics. However, there are packs to add graphics to it. But still, even it's a tad rough. Gnomoria, I would definitely say, is not as deep, but a little more accessible. And with that, let's just jump right in. I've been playing it a bit lately. I was playing Banish, which is another kind of city game, and it just kind of got me hungry for making all the others. And let's think what we want to. Let's do a standard size. Let's leave it there. Let's see what the Butchered Hag. Okay. Land of Grains, Land of Geese. Oh, you know what? The Trash Kingdom would have been perfect. The Gaunt. The Sucked Lands. Well, these are all, how about that? The Stuck Land. Nah, I gotta do one more. Hang on. The Starry Kingdom. I'm going to go with that. The reason I'm going with Starry Kingdom is we are going to be starry in the sense that we think we know how to play, and yet we will definitely find out that that is not the case. Before I I do want to bump up some of my smooth here. Excuse me. As far as the items we have here, here's the seed in case. We'll see if we like it or not. Let's leave these. I'm just checking. Yeah, we want wild animals. We don't necessarily need the strength increasing over time. In addition to Kingdom Wealth. We'll leave it tagged on Kingdom Wealth. Basically, all that's saying is that as the kingdom builds, you amass more wealth, your kingdom is, has more resources and things of that nature, monsters will come more often. Whereas that one, even if you did nothing, they'd get better and better, so they'd outclass you possibly before you're ready. Whereas when it's tied with the kingdom wealth, you don't really start getting the bad goblins and stuff until you've got, soldiers with armor and things of that nature. But that's further in the game. We'll worry about that as we get there. We are in Gnomoria. Let's cover basics. Up here in the upper left, we can see what level we're looking at, our food or drinks. And then here in the middle, we can access different things like about our kingdom stats, our populations. We can speed up time if need be. We can see what time of day it is, like it's 7:22. And in the upper right, we can see the day, year, and what time sunrise is going to be. And we also have some menus down here, but we can also right-click. All right, so let's first off, I'm using my middle mouse button. I'm just kind of scrolling up to take a look around. When you scroll up, or scroll down, it takes the world by slices. If you watch the water over here, see, I'm going down one. I'm going to go down one more. So now we're kind of like below ground. We can see how deep this water goes. Okay, then we'll come back up. So let's just get a quick look at the lands that we have. I don't want to go, like I said, too far. I'm just trying to get an idea what we have around us. We got some nice hills here. All right, let me scroll over here and take a look. So yeah, we've got a nice thing here going, where we'll be able to maybe block it off a little bit, build a nice little entry here. Let's see where this water goes again. I don't want to have to contend too much. I want the water. I just don't want to have to dig into the water. Well, this is perfect. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we need to do is we need a pasture for our oxen. Otherwise, they will wander off on us. So if I right click, you'll notice I get the menu. Now, like I said, I can come down here and go to agriculture and then pasture like that. Or like I said, I can just right click on the screen anywhere and go to agriculture and pasture. I tend to right click more when I'm doing this sort of stuff. Sorry, that was me kind of glitching it. Hang on. I decided I didn't want it there. Let's do this. And then I think I thought I had left clicked, but it didn't take. So there. All right. So first off, we got to put our yaks in there. We do not have any alpacas. Alpacas, of course, is going to give us wool, and then emus are like giant chickens. Well, I mean, not in real life, they're not. But what I mean is chickens, as in that we can get eggs from them and also use them for meat. But they're of course emus, like giant ostrich sort of things, and so they're quite nice for there. But we do start off with 2 yaks. We're gonna go ahead and give this a fairly higher level of priority. I'm not gonna adjust my males and females just yet. I'm gonna wait until they give birth maybe the first time, and we'll alter it because really all we need is just one male yak. And then the rest female, because we just need one for breeding, and then the rest, male yaks don't give milk, and what they do give you don't want to drink. So we just need the females, and our little gnomes will have some milk to drink from that. I think the other thing I want to do right out of the gate is I'm going to go ahead and cut some clippings, because these items right here I'm going to chop down. But I don't see, I didn't see any other birches. Well, I mean, okay, there's a ton over here. I don't know. Maybe maybe I'll change it. Let me take the clippings of these, and then I'll cut them as well. If you just cut the trees, they will give some clippings, but it's not as steady as for when you trim them first. If I do the cut, sorry, what I'm trying to say is if I do cut clippings now, I will get a clipping for every tree that I trim. Whereas if I cut them down, I'll only maybe get a clipping for one every 5 or something like that. Oh, I wanted to get a stockpile going. Let's go ahead and build our designate. Okay, so again, I'm sorry, I'm trying to teach you as well. Right click, I'm going to go to designate area, I'm going to do stockpile, and I'm just going to make a nice stockpile right here, not too huge, and we'll go ahead and just put everything in there for right now. I think about the only thing I may not want to put in there is my dirt clumps, so let me leave that off for a moment. I'll probably also I'll try and decide. Yeah, I'm going to take raw stone off of there for right now as well, because I will make a stockpile for raw stone, but I don't want to forget that and accidentally have that all messed up. The other thing that we should do in a moment is change the way that people work. In fact, let's do that right now. Let's come up here to population. I am going to create new 2 professions. So under population, we have the overview. This tells us what jobs are being assigned. Okay, and then if we take a look at our gnomes under assigned, it'll tell us what their current jobs are, and it'll tell us what they're doing as well. And then professions. This is where you can have the different professions to make your gnomes do different things. And we're going to create 2 new ones here in just a moment. Let me, I noticed the barrels and the crates. I wanted to move those as well. So let me go ahead and move my crates. I have 3 crates to begin with. So I will go ahead and lay those down right there. And then also I want to build, storage barrels. I have 2 of those. So we will lay those there, and I don't think I have any bags, but let me check it real quick. So right click, storage, bags. Oh, I do have 2 bags, yeah, okay. And I tell you what, let's put the bags on this corner, and we'll put those there. All right, so most drinks go in, well, all drinks go in the barrels. The crates, most supplies will go in crates. There are a few things, though, that go in bags. Things that go in bags are like seeds, cotton, trying to think what else, bandages, things of that nature. Like I said, the majority of things will go in crates. But we'll get all this moved here so that it's not up here on the hill. And then we'll create the new jobs. You'll notice with our yaks, we already have one drink here. So that's nice. And after all our clippings are done, we'll go ahead and fell some trees and build a well right out of the gate. Just, even though we have a lot of drinks, we'll definitely want to do that. So we have it also. Okay, let me make sure he's got this all moved. Okay, so now you'll notice that we have the bags in place. They're going to clean up the stockpile, put all the seeds into the bag. And now they're going to move the clippings over and organize that also. Alright, so now I have a lot of idle gnomes. And if I take a look, okay, so stocking in their clipping. Let's go ahead and finish that out. Anyway, I'm going to create 2 new professions, basically making everybody do everything. And that's just right out of the gate because I don't have a lot of gnomes to begin with. Now I do have a bunch of idle gnomes. So if we take a look, idle. So let's do that. Let's create the professions. We're going to do a new profession. We're going to call this one dig build. And I'm going to leave everything on here, but I'm going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prioritize based on what I want these folks to do. So I'm going to want these folks to be primarily building, mining, building, and then workshop. We'll go ahead and move the hospital up a little bit. Agriculture, we're going to move down somewhat on these guys. I will move pasture up, however, and with the pasture, what we're going to do with these guys on the pasture is under ranch. We're not going to do butchery. We're just going to do animal husbandry. So they're not going to try and kill anyone, the yaks or anything of that nature. All I'm wanting them to do is come over and feed the animals if that needs to be done. And that's why I have that there. So, and then hauling, I think I'm going to move that up as well. So that will take place. Let's see, I think I'll put it below hospital, and I think I will put it below pasture. And that way, so in order of running down, they're going to take care of mining first, then building, then do any workshops, anybody in a hospital, feeding animals, and then start hauling stuff. And basically, they'll never get any further than that. Now let's go ahead and create a new profession, and we'll call this one farm hands. Why not? Okay. And with this one, we'll leave all of them on here as well. But again, we're going to alter the way these guys go. We're going to make farming first. Then we're going to put groves up there. We're going to take agriculture, put that up there. We're going to definitely move our pasture up. I think you get an idea where this is going. Workshops, we're going to put up here as well, but we're going to leave that below the farm, the agriculture, the pastures, that sort of thing. Building, I definitely will move above mining. Hospital, let's go ahead and put that above building, but below those. And then hauling, let's go ahead and move that. You know what? I'll even put hauling above build on this group. So now I have the 2 different ones. I'm basically going to assign my gnomes into 2 groups. And I'm going to take a look here to see who might have any good farming skills. I'm simply hovering over him. Alright, so this one actually has it listed. Well, surprise, he's a farmer. So let's make him a farmhand. Let's go ahead and make him a farmhand. Miner, well, of course, this is going to be one of our diggers, dig builders. Same thing here, dig build. And then I tell you what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make these two farmhands, and I'm going to make this a dig build, and this a dig build, and this a dig build. So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who was my rancher? Was it this one? Gosh darn it. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Shoot. Hang on. Fizz? Was it Fizz? Oh, it got removed around. I was going to change him. There he is. I'm going to change him to farming also. Farmhand. That way I have 5 on farming, because farming just takes so long, and 4 on the dig building. Okay, so before I restart this back up, let's definitely get those going, because we need to get our farms going. So again, right click, agriculture, we're going to do farm. I think we're going to make our first farm. Let's go ahead and make it here. I'm not too worried about this hill. We'll change all that later. Let's get our wheat going. And I'm going to pump that up to 3. And then let's agriculture. Oh, come on. Agriculture. Fell trees, because these are going to get in our way. Yeah, I was trying to decide if I wanted some of the pine to begin with or not. I'll take that. Oop. And then we need to do a little bit of foraging. So agriculture, forage, because these are cotton plants, and we're going to want some of that cotton seed. These, if tooltip will come up. This is strawberries, by the way. So let's go ahead and forage a couple of them just for some seeds. And because, sorry, they're right there. Let's see. All right, so let's get those cut. Get this cleared out, and then we'll do another farm. Also, I think we can. Let's go ahead and start digging in a little bit here. One, so that we have some dirt. Let's see. Remove ramp. Let's go ahead and just take these ramps out here. I don't think I have it picked right. Hang on. Alright, so we'll cut off these ramps right here. And then I think we'll just dig in here. We'll put our entrance right here. And then ultimately we'll do some flattening here and kind of build a temporary wall. We've got a nice water access here. Saves us a lot of wall building. So really all we have to do is just bring it over and kind of go from there. Now what we're going to do, we're not going to wall ourselves in. Really all what we're talking about is limiting the access to one choke point. That way when the goblins do come, that we don't we don't know where they're going to come at us from. We can keep that a little bit better. So let's go ahead and come in here. I think try to decide how far in I want to go. I don't want to make them have to walk too far, because for the sake of being organized. Nope, I don't like that. Where do I want to go? I want to do that, I think. All right, so we'll cut that in there. And the reason that I'm cutting this in, I need to give them a place to sleep right out of the gate. Did I? What did... I said remove ramp, not... Oh, goodness. I messed up a bit, apparently. Alright, so we have to fill hole with any clumps of dirt. Let's have them do this. I thought I was just doing remove ramp. Didn't I just do remove ramp? I'll have to take a look. Somehow I messed up and they dug ramps. They ramped down. I bet I did do ramp down by mistake, didn't I? Let's take a look. What'd I do? I was trying to remove ramp. And I'll bet you I went with dig ramp down. I don't know, man. All right, so I have to build I got to put the floor back. Is what's happened. So let me build it, and I'll tell you what. I'll show you what I did or didn't do, or how I'm fixing what I did. All right, so with every block, you have the block, and then you have a top, which can be counted as like a floor. And so what they had done is they removed the ramps, but they dug down as well for some reason, which of course removed the block below, but also the floor that was on top of it. And that's why these people couldn't go in, is because I had, well, one, I had a big gaping hole, right? And then two, the tops were missing on it as well. So let me also go ahead and create a quick stockpile and designate area, stockpile, and let's make this one, we're going to do it for dirt is what we're doing. I'm going to put it right over here, and I'm going to make it goods, soil, clumps, dirt. Okay. And then I'm also going to create just going to make it's a 1 by 2, and I'm going to clump clay. Because clay you can use, in a kiln and make statuettes for trading. That's about all you can really use it for. But the dirt we'll use later. Oh, awesome! We have some little bit of stone to work with right out of the gate. That'll be nice. Now our trees are coming along here, so we're getting a little bit of wood, and we're going to need to. Let's take a look at our stocks and our items, goods. I want to see how much straw I have because I gotta feed our animals first off. It's going to be a while before I get straw. I have 32 straw. All right, let's take a look how much. Build furniture. I'm trying to do beds. Building a bed takes 32 straw. So I don't want to do that. I don't have enough for that. Not yet. Like I said, once we get our first wheat, then we'll be good to go there. But I tell you what I will do is let's go ahead and build our first workshop. Now the first workshop is going to be a crude workbench, and we do have stone now. Luckily, we hit it, as well as logs. So let's go ahead and get that going. And I'm trying to decide how I want to place it. I think I will place it right there, out in front. And then we need to get a trough going here. Now, the reason the yaks walked over here, they were hungry, and they fed themselves. And that's what I was going to say, is if we get a trough in here, then we'll be able to build that, and they can just go to the trough. Okay? So I think the first thing that we do want to build is workshops. Let's do the stone. Stone mason, I think, is the first one that I want. And the only reason I'm doing it this quick is because I want to build that trough and the crude workbench can do the chisel and the planks and whatnot. But you know what? I think I need that. Let's remove designation. Nope. Hang on. Deconstruct. Oh, I need it built anyway. So if I can't unclear it real quick, that's fine. We need a stone cutter. Sorry. And I'm gonna put it. Oh, try to put it close, aren't I? I'm gonna replace this clay with the dirt right here, both here and there. Now they're going to replace all four, and that's fine. Now let's put our workbench back. Stone cutter. There we go. So we'll leave that there. All right. So like I said, we don't yet have the hay for all the beds. We'll get that here pretty soon as our wheat farm goes. I do think we need to get our strawberry farm going, and I think we'll put a break in here and call it from there. But now let me check what. All right, so I have my wheat farm as a status of 3, and I got my strawberries as a status of 4. So they'll work the wheat first before they'll do the strawberries. They're both important to me. But the wheat I can make bread out of, and I need the straw, right now because of the beds and for the yaks and that sort of thing. The strawberries I can eat, but I can also use to make a wine out of, which is nice. But again, it's one notch lower priority than my wheat at the moment. My stockpile is currently full up with the clippings. That's probably was a mistake on my part. I probably should have removed the clippings from it. And maybe I'll create just a separate stockpile just for clippings. Really only just to get them out of my stockpile. So let's just do that right quick here. Plants. All clippings. And let's take this one and go goods. Come on, plants. And take clippings off. So this way they'll move the clippings over here to this one. I didn't want to tie it up because I want these strawberries over here as well. And we'll be building some more crates for that here in just a little bit. Oh dear, I did. I put logs in here as well, didn't I? I really don't want my logs in there just yet. Okay. I don't have raw wood, raw stone, and I don't have logs, which is what I want. Okay. Now, when we create our carpenter, we'll make a little stockpile with some wood next to him as well. I don't want to fill up my entire stockpile with some of this stuff, and she's moving this out, so that'll be perfect for right there as well. Alright, so that's my very beginning. I had to get my pasture going, I had to get some of my farms up, I needed some wood, and I wanted some clippings so that I can make it. We've got a great location that we'll be able to wall off and make a nice little choke access point. I do want to get straw beds in here as quick as I can, so that they're not out here sleeping in the open where a nice honey badger or a bear can come along and eat them, because that would be bad. and there we go. All right, so that's the first episode of Gnomoria. Do stick with it if you would. I think we can have a lot of fun with this game. There are some slow areas from time to time, but then there's some action when the goblins attack, and if we dig down, there's spiders and beetles and things of that nature, and we'll go from there on it. All right, guys, Dakota Guy out. We'll see you guys next time.